And we're joined now by the Chief Executive of the DAA, Dalton Phillips. Dalton, this has been an important day for you. You've been waiting for it for a long time. How's it gone?
Today's gone really well, actually. 22,500 people was our plan for today. Actually, we're going to see slightly more than that, David. Operationally, no issues at security, maximum 10-minute queue times, no issues in immigration, something we were worried about. You will have seen other airports across Europe really struggling. But actually here, the border management team have done an outstanding job and no major queues at all for people coming in. So team have done a great job and there's a real buzz about the place. Actually, the staff finally were focusing on something. This time last year, we focused around day zero, the beginning of July 2020, and nothing happened. We didn't go anywhere. But here we are now today, restrictions opened, and we've got 36 airlines flying to 130 destinations. It's a good day.
Okay, put that in context for us though. In a normal year, if COVID had never happened, how many people would you be seeing through the airport?
So this particular Monday, 2 years ago, we would have had 116,000 people go through the business. So we're still down 85%, but it's the bill back that's key.
And how long is that going to take in your view? I mean, it's going to be a slow process as people gain confidence in the system and hopefully more people get vaccinated. But do you have any idea how long it will take to get back up to those numbers?
I think most commentators believe it's going to take 3 to 4 years. It's a really slow journey back. Now, clearly, we're going to see a lot more over the coming months, but it's going to be nothing like we had in the past. We're fortunate here in Ireland because we've got 2 home-based carriers in Ryanair, Aer Lingus. They're well capitalised, relatively speaking. But actually, to get back to 2019 numbers, 3, 4, 5 years.
What about connectivity? Because I know this is a worry for a lot of people in the airline business. There was other routes you would have been hoping to open up had COVID not happened. And getting the routes that you've lost back is going to be a battle, isn't it?
It's a tremendous challenge. So if you think pre-COVID, Dublin would have been connecting to 200 airports around the world. Today it's at 130, and it's getting from 130 back to 200, which is going to be the challenge. So just before the pandemic hit, we were having flights from places like Dallas just joined the map, Tel Aviv, Shanghai was just coming on stream. Now we've lost those. And in many cases, it can take years to get them back. The gestation period of working with the airlines to convince them to come into Dublin, it's hard. If you think about Dublin, the catchment area is about 7 million if you take the whole island. We're competing against Manchester or Brussels. They'd have 25 million people in their 2-hour drive time. So it's very hard to convince airlines to come in. We're going to need a combined approach of governments, so ministers on planes with the IDA, Enterprise Ireland, Fulcher Ireland, ourselves obviously, going out there and wooing these airlines back.
Dublin's one thing, Cork is another, and other regional airports. Are they going to face more challenges than Dublin will?
Well, I think it's very difficult for the regional airports, and it's going to take time as well, 3, 4, 5 years to get those airlines back. If you take Cork, we've got 20 routes at the moment served by 6 airlines, but it's a long way from where it was. And I think for the big airlines, they'll want to first of all establish a strong presence in Dublin, and then they'll be looking at the other regional airports, which is something like in Cork's example, we're actually going to close Cork later this year for 10 weeks, and we're going to rehabilitate the runway, renew the runway, spend 40 million, getting it ready for next year. And I think it's all about being ready to go out and attack again the market.
It takes off, if you'll pardon the appalling pun. Dalton Phillips, Chief Executive of the DAA, thank you very much indeed for